Good morning and welcome, USA Wager Sports Brief. Happy Friday, October 22nd, 2021. I'm your host, Rodney Knuppel, and we got plenty to talk about, a ton of sports going on, and we're going to recap it. We're going to recap all the sports from yesterday. We're going to look ahead at all of the sports for today. Well, how we'll do this today is we'll just go over all of yesterday first, throughout all the leagues, and then we will move on to today in all of the leagues. We got a bunch, so here we go. Major League Baseball is first and foremost. There was just one game last night. The NLCS, it was Game 5 between the Dodgers and the Braves. Braves up 3-1 in the series, but now it is 3-2 as the Los Angeles Dodgers pounded out 11 runs, 17 hits, and they won the game 11-2 over the Braves. Chris Taylor, 3 home runs. He was struggling coming into the postseason. Alex Reyes got him right in the wild card game, and Chris Taylor, 3 home runs in the game. A.J. Pollock hit 2. Dodgers pounded the baseball all over the place. 11-2 Dodgers, 106-win Dodgers stay alive. Now they're going to have to win back-to-back games in Atlanta. The trip to Dodger Stadium is over. Might be the final game at Dodger Stadium this year, but they did survive NLCS Game 5. All right, so that is your Major League Baseball score from yesterday. Move to the National Football League. Thursday night football, kind of a dud, but in the end, a good win for the Cleveland Browns. Case Keenum was the quarterback. Pretty decent. I mean, didn't throw for a ton of yards, but 21 of 33, a $199 and a touchdown. Dearness Johnson was fantastic, 22 carries for 146 and a score. 17-14 Browns over Broncos. Broncos started 3-0. They're now 3-4. Browns 4-3 on the season. Big win without their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. So big win for the Cleveland Browns over the Denver Broncos last night in college football, in the NFL. Now I want to move to college football, where there were a 4-pack of games last night. And the first one, an interesting one, was the Coastal Carolina getting upset at Appalachian State. Not a surprise, at least not here. Appalachian State's a very solid program. Coming off a loss, too. Appalachian State 30-27 kicked the field goal at the end of the game and upset the 14th ranked Chanticleers. 14-0 Coastal Carolina early in that one. Appalachian State stormed back, won the game in the Sun Belt. That was a Wednesday night game, but that was a fun one we did not talk too much about yesterday. Thursday games. Now, that's the games we want to talk about. I was a day behind there, but knew I didn't get a chance to talk about it too much yesterday on the USA Wager Sports Brief, so we got to it a little more today. The Thursday game, SMU 55-26 in a blowout over Tulane. No surprise there, as Tulane just not very good. SMU is pretty solid. They can really score, and they scored a bunch of points yesterday in the win. 55-26 covered the spread there. Late last night, San Jose State knocked off UNLV. That was a late one. The Spartans with the win. They're now 4-4. UNLV is now 0-7. San Jose State needed 2 fourth quarter scores to win that game. Louisiana Lafayette beat Arkansas State 28-27. Arkansas State battled in that one. Louisiana Lafayette 28-27. They needed a touchdown late as well. A 74-yard touchdown late in that game to knock them off. And then Florida Atlantic smacked Charlotte. A little bit of surprise there. Charlotte's now 4-2. Florida Atlantic's 3-3. 38-9. Not even competitive. 31-0 in the second half of that game. So quite a blowout in that game. So that's your college football scores from yesterday. NBA, just a couple games last night. A big surprise. I don't know about big surprise because it is early in the season and it was the home opener. But the Miami Heat picked up a big win over the Milwaukee Bucks. 137-95. It was not competitive from start to finish. In fact, the first quarter was 40-17, and Miami did not look back from there. That game came after the blowout in Atlanta, where the Hawks beat the Mavericks by 26, 113-87. Remember, Atlanta's good. Sometimes hard to remember that Atlanta's good, but Atlanta's good. Trae Young, just 19 points, but Atlanta was really good now. And then a late one saw Steph Curry score 45 points, and the Warriors topped the Clippers 115-113. Two good Western Conference teams going at it late on Thursday night. So those were your NBA scores for Thursday. Let's move to the National Hockey League. National Hockey League saw a bunch of games yesterday. We'll run down yesterday's scores. Blue Jackets 3-2 over the Islanders in overtime. Hurricanes 4-1 over Canadians. Canadians still have not won. Capitals 4, Devils 1. Panthers 4, Avalanche 1. Sharks 2, Senators 1. Flames shut out the Red Wings 3-0. Jets beat the Ducks 5-1. Rangers over the Predators 3-1. Vancouver 4-1 over the Blackhawks. Blackhawks still have yet to win. They were booed off the United Center ice last night. And then the Oilers 5-1 over the Coyotes. 2 late goals for Edmonton. 2 goals in the second half of the third period, I guess I should say, including a Connor McDavid goal, his second of the night. He's got 6 already on the season. He's unbelievable. He had 2 last night, 6 on the season, and the Oilers won that game. And I think that pretty much wraps up all the scores. Now, let's go back. Let's go back and look. So, Major League Baseball first. Major League Baseball tonight. Now we're on to Friday. ALCS, Red Sox at Astros, Game 6. Astros win. They're in the World Series. Red Sox win. We see a Game 7. Obviously, fans want to see a Game 7. Obviously, fans do not want to see the Astros. Should be an interesting one as the Astros and Red Sox get together. ALCS Game 6 tonight. It's Nathan Eovaldi. Red Sox fans have a lot of faith in Nathan Eovaldi. I don't know as if I do as much. I see hit or miss with Nathan Eovaldi a little bit more than I think some Red Sox fans do. I'm going to take the Astros tonight, minus 111. Luis Garcia was not very good in his first outing. I think he'll be better. It's Astros, it's Red Sox from Houston tonight, 7:08, Astros minus 111 with a total of 9. College football today. So no NFL today. We'll get going on Sunday. Of course, there's always Sunday action. We'll get that going. We'll talk a little bit more about that tomorrow on the show. But college football today, there's a 4-pack of games. Middle Tennessee is at Connecticut. Not a great game there. Both those teams are pretty bad. UConn's 1-7 on the season. Middle Tennessee's 2-4. Memphis is at Central Florida. Central Florida is so banged up. We got 4-3 Tigers, 3-3 Golden Knights. Memphis is -2 on the road. Don't like much of it there. Colorado State is at Utah State. The Rams and the Aggies, 3-3 for Colorado State, 4-2 for Utah State. Colorado State's a 3-point favorite on the road. Kind of like Utah State to cover that one. And then a bad Pac-12 game tonight. Washington's 2-4, but they're at Arizona, who's 0-6. Washington's -17.5 on the road at Arizona. Arizona's some kind of bad, but that is your 4-pack of college football games. Starting at 5 p.m. Central Time, the final game at 9:30 p.m. Central Time tonight. And then a full slate of college football tomorrow. We get on at 9:30 tomorrow morning. We'll run down the best games. We'll run down a good majority of the slate. Just kind of looking ahead, Illinois is at Penn State, -23.5 for the Nittany Lions early. Northwestern at Michigan, -23.5 for the Wolverines. Oklahoma, -38.5 at Kansas. So the early games, not great tomorrow in college football. All right, NBA today. So we got NBA, we got NHL, and then we'll get to the PGA Tour that's going on. MLS back tomorrow, no MLS tonight. WNBA, of course, is over for the season. But the NBA slate for today, a Friday, a nice Friday slate of games, always a nice Friday slate. Pacers at Wizards, Wizards -1.5 with 227 as the total. Knicks are at the Magic, Knicks are -8 with a total of 212.5. Hornets are at the Cavs, Charlotte's -2.5. Nets are at the 76ers, Brooklyn's -3 looking for their first win. Raptors are 6.5-point underdogs in Boston, taking on the Celtics. Pelicans at the Bulls, Lonzo Ball against his former team, Bulls -6. Thunder at the Rockets, Rockets -2. Who knows what those two teams are going to do? Total of 221.5. Spurs at the Nuggets, Nuggets -1.5 following their big win over the Suns. The Jazz are -6 at Sacramento. Remember, Sacramento picked up a win in their opener. And the Suns are at the Lakers. Lakers are in trouble. You look around the NBA and the Lakers are in trouble. LeBron, Anthony Davis, Russell Westbrook, individually really good players. Just not sure that's going to work. Just not sure that's going to work. I think the Lakers are in trouble tonight late against the Suns. All right. 4-pack of NHL. Sharks are at the Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs minus 240 with a total of 6. Bruins at the Sabres. Bruins big favorites on the road at Buffalo. Kings underdogs at Dallas. Dallas minus 150. And the Oilers are at the Golden Knights. Golden Knights minus 130. Oilers playing back-to-back games. Oilers 4-0 on the season. Vegas not off to a good start there, 1-2. But you got to like Edmonton off to their red-hot start so far. All right, finally, Zozo Championship in Japan. Hideki Matsuyama leads the way at 8 under. Cameron Tringle at 7 under. Brendan Steele is at 6 under. Notables such as Tommy Fleetwood and Joakim Niemann are also 6 under. Ricky Fowler struggled. He's 1 over. Colin Morikawa is 1 under. But Hideki Matsuyama is the leader. Just shot 2 under yesterday, but is 8 under for the tournament. And that is it, folks. That is your USA Wager Sports Brief. We flew right through it. It was 12 minutes of your sports day. Hopefully you're not thinking you'll never get back, because hopefully you found out everything that went on last night in the world of sports and know everything that's going on today in the world of sports. If you have any questions, send us a text or tweet us. We'd love to hear from you all throughout the day. This is the USA Wager Sports Brief. I am your host, Rodney Knuppel. Have a great Friday. Enjoy that weekend. Enjoy the world of sports. Busy time. Have a great Friday, everyone. Rodney Knuppel with the USA Wager Sports Brief. So long for just a while.